All right, good morning, people. Starting with a brand new day with some more animation. Um, yeah, so I have not had time at all this week and over the weekend to do any of this. So just continuing on with where I was on Friday, really. So on Friday we got this blocking done, and yeah, I think it's time to refine this. I think it's a good time to figure this out. And yeah, I think we'll get there in the end. Might actually push this back a little bit. Actually, it's really want to really play with that a little bit. I reckon. There we go. Yeah, that was better. And put this on. I don't know. Let's see. Put this up here. I don't know. Let's see. Depends if we can get the arms not screwing up a little bit. That's interesting. Why is that being affected? Oh, right. Mirroring is turned on. My bad. That's why. Yeah, just gonna try and push this in. I think that will be fine, just like that. Um, let's copy and paste that pose, I guess. Oh, maybe not. Gonna put this over here. There we go. Yeah, this one's all screwed up because of the rotations are screwed. There we go. Let's fix that up. There we go. So something like that would be fine. Cool. Much better. So interesting thing in here is that it's always a good idea to sort of anticipate what's going to happen when you go into spline. So what I mean by that is, for instance, here to here, if I spline that, there's not going to be any hold between here and there. So might be a good idea to copy this pose a bit further up the line. So when she does react, it will be a bit more snappier. Um, yeah, and likewise with these legs as well. So knowing when those legs you want to let go of them might be also worth trying to do. But I'm going to save this as a new version and then move on. So let's add a new version there. And let's try and spline this whole thing. Bezier. And you can see what I mean. It's pretty horrible. So this is when you sort of have to figure out where the hell to really just put your holds, really. So for instance, where those legs are meant to stay put, that sort of thing. So for instance, this leg here can stay like that sort of thing. Or we can bring that leg forward a little bit more to begin with. So yeah, splining never comes out that easily, that cleanly. So that looks already looks a bit better. You know what I mean? So it's also just about like here, for instance, we want to have her like sort of push herself up, but nice and with a little bit of power. So even in these circumstances, you kind of have to play with that a little bit, get that working. And looking at the way it's rotating, so if we go to our graph editor, like for instance here, we want to be able to twist that body earlier. So we're on the x-axis of this guy. Is it X? No. Is it Y or Z? I think it's Z. Let's hide all that stuff. Yo, how's it going? Yeah, so yeah, for instance here you can see the held keyframe there. You want to get rid of that. Kind of, I think. So or just ease into it a little bit more. Something like that maybe. So it's not perfect. Same with this here. So you almost want to have a hold here when she pushes herself up. So yeah, just playing with let's see. Getting that leg up is faster will be also really important. So maybe it will be about oof, that's horrible. Pushing this one back maybe. Or I really don't like that bend in the body. This is the thing that shits me about doing it in stepped animation first. There's so much cleanup involved sometimes. It kind of almost feels like you're fighting against your own animation. So sometimes it's actually just easier just to delete keyframes and start fresh. So the problem is when you do that, you lose some of that personality. So you got to it's a balancing act. I think for this one, it's more like this keyframe here in these poses has to hold a bit longer. So copy that pose and paste it in there, sort of thing. Or get that body still staying put. See, already that looks better. Obviously, that hip is causing issues now. So now here I might so again we're fighting against the animation at this point. I'm focusing mainly on the at this point I'm focusing mostly on the upper body. And also like if you want to get those contacts work staying put, so that contact there for instance on her hand, will have to stay put for longer. And of course, welcome for those who are here. Appreciate the support. So already that hand's looking a lot better just by like holding it a bit longer. So when this girl puts her hand forward here, we want to hold that hand for a longer period. Basically like that. One. That's already looking a bit better. So just refining and refining, or just like a further blocking almost, really, in some cases, to be honest. It's all good, no rush. Thank you very much, Kelly Johnson, for the super chat. But yeah, Got the I've got the recording ready for the next video. I haven't had a chance to edit it, but it'll be up this week sometime. No problem. No problem. So yeah, expect some more character stuff in the next couple days. All right, cool. So with this one, it's sort of like get the hand up just for now. You put it out like that so you can read it faster. 1, 2. So that hold should stay put. I reckon that hold should almost stay put longer on her hand. So I might actually bring that back again and move that one forward. So move these keyframes forward a little bit. The only difference here is that like when you push up, you'll rotate your hand. So like that. One. So 1, 2. Have you updated my toon shader? No, I haven't. Haven't touched it at all. I think it's fine for what I need it for, basically. Um, I don't plan on adding any fancy stuff like changes in hair, like so you have like hair shine or anything like that. So yeah, nothing like that at the moment. 1. I think I might just rotate this a little bit less. Clean that up. There we go. Same thing with the legs here. So working out when to put these legs up. And again, this needs to be the push up has to be a bit stronger, I think. Almost like a bounce. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it should be just as stable in 3.0. I haven't used any scripting or anything like that to run the shader. It's all just basic Blender nodes, so it shouldn't really be affected by anything like that. That already looks better. Holy shit. Okay, that looks better. So now what I'm going to do is give it a little bit of almost like a bounce. So it almost comes down again. You won't really see the bounce, but up and then down. Yeah, but yeah, the shader should definitely be working. There we go. That looks a lot better. I mean, like, obviously, oh, you too. Thank you for joining again. I really appreciate it. Yeah, trying to make these more, keep the consistency up with these streams. Um, so here, when she comes up, I might need to. I'm gonna slow down that transition to here. Move this keyframe across, like so. And this will come up slower. So just playing with those. Hey, how you doing? All right, cool. So already this is looking, in my opinion, a lot better. Obviously the arms are a bit screwed, but at least we've got somewhere going on. Bit creepy at the end there. Oh, that's fine. It's always good to take breaks. Um, obviously you smash out those animations pretty quickly, so yeah, the fact that you're gonna watch me animate after animating is a little bit I guess the word would be passionate. uh, at least you're enjoying it, hopefully. That's the thing. I might move this forward a little bit further. This one further still. All right, I might clean up these hips as well. So move that up like so. And then maybe straighten those out a little bit. Oh, and I might have to actually move this up a little bit, the whole body up. Might be a good idea, actually. Move that up. Just so, whoop. All right, let's get that up a little bit further. Again, trying to keep it fairly. That looks better. So here, again, just getting that legs up. I'm going to get her feet on the edge there. So trying to keep it all kind of like little bounces, I guess the best way of putting it. Sorry about the sneeze. There we go. I try to retop a character. Should I use the same edge flow like you build the characters in the modeling animation course, or would you do it a different way? If you're going to retop the character for animation, then just follow the video series. Honestly, that's what they're there for, basically, to talk about how to think about uh, cleaning up topology for animation in mind. Cheers, dude. Let's get that something like that. Copy. I'm gonna make sure that holds a little bit. Same thing with this leg here. So just trying to make it so when she jumps up, it's not going to be so quick. So it's sort of like same with this foot. Let's just get rid of that. Make sure that it's all looking pretty clean. Again, with all this sort of stuff, you end up cleaning up the animation again after the fact. So you want to have cause and effect in your motion as well. So like you push up with the arms and you sort of jump up. and your arms are stabilizing that movement. So you got to have the arms sort of stay still while the body's moving forward. So that's how it works. Don't know how I have not found your content as till now, but that's awesome stuff. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. For info tunes for sure. Yeah, it's really silly stuff. It's fun. Let's for these legs here. Let's try and get this last go from this pose to this pose. Wha- Now this one definitely has to come up earlier. And then bring that hips up a little bit, like so. Oh, cheers. Where do you work? I rig my own characters because I like to have the flexibility of choosing to fix it without worrying about scripts and stuff. So partly out of my own lack of knowledge on scripting, and then partly because I like the flexibility of building my own stuff. That looks much better. Holy shit. Much better. One, two. Sweet. One. So this foot will have to stay put for now. Let's keep that in place. We can fix that up later. Yeah, so you can see the big difference here. We'll see. We'll do a before and after with the different with the first file and the second file. So even when she goes to grab here, you could move the entire waist or the upper body. By the way, I got this working again. Finally, ironically, it'll probably just break again once I uh upgrade to 3 because I haven't upgraded the 3 yet, but you know, that's working. Oh wow. Fair enough, dude. Oh, cheers. Thank you. That's looking so much better. All right, cool. So 1, 2, and then this is where I kind of have to choose if I want to work on the hands first. One. Here I might actually move this again forward. Up like that. Maybe something like that will work. Like so. Copy that. And these hands here will have to stay put. So until they're ready to Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Trying to think her out. 1. I'm kind of wondering if I just brought this down a little bit, would it fix the arms? I'm just wondering. No, that's too much. Oh, that could work actually. Up. I might actually keep that there for now. Just give me a sec. Conundrums. The only difference is here would be that that hand would have to stay up. So this goes up like that. And then 1, 2. That's better. I think that will work better. Yeah. Yeah, cool. All right, I think I'm figuring this out. So this will go here. So she'll move her hand there. And then once that's planted, this hand can go here. Yep, that's better. For sure. That's much better. I want to use I want to refine my rigs in 3.0 because there's some features in 3.0 that are just better. Like the new way of doing shape control shapes, so a lot more efficient. So there's that. Really want to try that out. But I guess it'll just come with time. Trying to avoid the pops in the arm here. Again, making sure that things read. Keep that hold there. There we go. I'm watching since week 2, since 2 weeks nearly every Topo video to learn it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, you always want to start out simple. Wait till if you want to wait till before like the end of this week, you'll get a non-sculpting one as well. So a no sculpt poly modeling version of the face topology. So if you wait a few days, you may see a new video up about that as well. So your timing is pretty good in that regard. In a way, yeah. I'm hoping that there's performance improvements in viewport playback of character rigs as well. Just trying to figure out what to do with those arms. That's already looking way better. So when her leg, see how her leg's sticking out there? I want to keep that holding for a while she brings her other foot forward. So she's got that one up. Then this foot will have to stay put too. So I'm going to keep that holding for now. While she gets her, yeah, that's how it works. All right, sweet. So what we need to do here is one, and then this foot will need to basically step up to the plate. So let's get this looking all right. Let's get rid of this crap for now. And move her foot forward. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, her hips will determine. Whoop, might need to actually bend that toe a little bit too, actually. Whoops. Let's see. 1x. Let's get that up. And let's give it a little bit of a twist. Sorry, I was reading the comments. I have notes. A big difference in speed from all round. Oh, good. That's all. That's good to know because I haven't actually even had a chance to test it out myself. See what I mean? Like that, holding those legs, massive difference already. So 1, 2, 3. So once her foot stays put and stops rotating, keep that keep that foot in place like so. So I'm going to keep that foot right there and make sure it doesn't float away. So this pose will be the same as this one. 1, 2. How much better is that already? 1, 2, and then this one here. Let's see. Will come up like so. Here, I'm going to keep that keyframe there. And rise this one up. Yeah, with the video editor, I would still always probably end up using a proper dedicated editor until they actually, yeah, I find it a little bit too slow even in the, in Blender to work with. That's actually looking really good now. Like her legs, I'm really happy with her legs at the moment. 1, 2, 2. And that pose is really nice. I think that pose with their legs, one forward, one back, is really, really nice as well. The only thing is that I probably will expand out her pose there and keep it there for now. Yeah, After Effects for your compositing is probably still the better bet. So what I want to do here is I want to keep this holding for now. Let's paste this pose here for now, or like, set that one, and I'm going to duplicate this pose over here for the time being. So one of my big things that I'm looking forward to in Blender 3 is just the that looks so nice now. Is the asset library. I want that so bad. I can't wait for it, especially for materials. There's so many times where I'm repeating myself making materials that I'm really looking forward to having a library for them. What do you think of the legs? The only thing I'd say is that this back leg is a bit linear in its pose, in the way it comes up. So in the case of that, I would give it a bit of an arc and see if it works. Or an S-shaped arc. Let's see. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. A leg up on the competition. Classic. Of course. And there's always ways we can improve this, obviously. The only plugin I use for unwrapping and packing is UV squares. I think that's all I've been using. Um, that's what I'll use for a lot of my UV unwrapping lately. And once her head comes down, I think I might actually animate her head bouncing down a little bit. You won't see her face smashing into the ground, so I'm not too concerned about that because why not? And let's just get her head rotating down. And up, like so. Actually, I might keep it like, get rid of that one. That's interesting. So here, let's see. It actually might be worth getting that body up again. And then deleting that. Let's see. Nah, it looks like shit. Again, trial and error. And you also got to keep an eye on your curves as well. So you don't want to screw up with your curves too much. Like for instance, there, it's probably a bit too much. Oh no, you need that. I need that there. So maybe delete this keyframe here. Trying to figure out where to delete that keyframe. I wonder what these keyframes do. Yeah, I'm going to delete those ones. The dancing Alex Jones is funny as fuck. That guy's insane. All right. So yeah, it's funny like just watching. You kind of have to keep on repeating the motion over and over again until you start to see patterns and things that you have to train your eye to see, basically. Yeah, fuck it. Rotate the head down. Yeah, that looks better. keep rotating that head. And sometimes it will be like a matter of going back to the global control and just seeing where those holds are being held. So for instance, here and here, and refining that a little bit. I'll leave that to you guys to decide. No comment. But he is funny as hell. A powerful character, put it that way. That looks better, for sure. The body's coming along a lot better now. So from here on in, it's the arms and the shoulders for the first half at least. And even just like if we need to change the way that her arms are shaped, could be enough. One. So here, I might actually speed up that transition to here. So that pose for the hand. Copy that, or maybe there. There will be good. Copy that. Keep that put there. Oops, something happened. So one. So here you almost have to put in like almost doing a push up. You gotta push those shoulders up. Yeah. Or push them down, one of those two. Push him down. Down is the way to go. Sorry, I'm just thinking about the way that a push up works. Copy, paste. There we go. And here it's sort of like this one's a bit tricky because the arm has to sort of work with it. So one. So now I need to figure out what to do with that other. That's true. Not sure what you mean there. All right, let's see. So what I'm looking at now is this hand here. What I can do to make this look a bit better. So what I might do is actually push this at the same time forward as the other one. Just to get that initial. Yeah, that makes sense. That's better. Yeah, way better. Oops. One, two, and then this has to hold much longer here. What helped you end up my 2D animation skills? Just practice really, and watching things and looking at other people's stuff and analyzing movies. That's basically it. I never really did anything else beyond the university for my 2D animation skills. It's just more like just analyzing what's out there, really, and seeing how other people approach things. Oh, right. I get you. Fair enough. All right, cool. So now she's up. We can get that. Oops, wrong one. We can get his arm up like so. So looking a lot better than before. Sorry. And for this part here, I might bring this arm closer to here first. This will come up like this. Slap it. Looks a bit weird there. It's only cause it looks weird because her body isn't rotating with the movement. So maybe let's see. Rotate from here. It might be a bit too much though, we'll see. It's already rotating a lot there. Oh, dude. Yeah. I won't say anything about the Australian government right now, but I have my opinions. Um, yeah, this is a non-political channel, so I'll keep it to myself. Um, how do I analyze and break down a scene to animate? You basically do what I mentioned at the start of this sequence from Friday. So you work out those poses that you want to make readable, like the key moments of that action. So your extremes. You work those out first. You get the timing kind of where you want it to be, and then from there you start to break it down further. So you work out, okay, what's the body mechanics here? What needs to be at a certain point in time, and really oh, cheers, dude. Um, it's not that bad, honestly. It's just a bit weird. What was I gonna say? Yeah. So in terms of animation, you break it down in that regard, and then the other thing I would say is you want to look at how people and things move. I guess it would be the best way of putting it. So in terms of like understanding like body mechanics, like how a body gets from A to B or something like that would be the best way of putting it. So you don't want to have joints going in the wrong direction, for instance, or that looks much better. Um, for instance, there, like just even that arm, like the way the arm moves, for instance, you don't just move the arm forward, you move the whole body forward, you move the rotations of the torso in line with the way the arm is stretching out. You have to change the way that the shoulders are moving to compensate for that movement. And then even here, when she's pushing up, the weight initially is on that right arm, and then she pushes up. So those are sort of things to be aware of because she's actually pushing most of her weight here on this arm. That's the whole point here. She's moving forward. Think of it like a crawl, and then she's launching her body off with the force of this arm and this side of the body to get her leg up, like so. And then once her weight has shifted forward and she's had that momentum, she can now compensate and balance her body by pushing her left arm forward after the fact. So it's almost like a little pop. And then here, the reason why I'm having her arm come out like so is so she can redistribute her weight as she starts to step up off the ground. Oh, thanks. So here is the real, now here, see how her body is sort of like balancing out? So she's trying to balance out her body to, you know, basically avoid falling over. So that's the point here. So who would have thought that just rotating that would help? Let's see. Let's get her arm working a little bit better. Yeah, they're not. Like I'm saying, the things that people should be concerned about in Australia are not what you see on the news versus the obvious. So the protests, in my opinion, are absolutely stupid. They're ridiculous. They're looking at the wrong side of the picture, or the part that isn't as sinister. Put it that way. The real sinister stuff is coming from other legislation. Put it that way. Freedom of speech stuff, not the vaccine mandates. I don't care about those at all. Saved lots of lives. Put it that way. And we're free. We're free to do whatever. The fact that they can even protest outside in the sunlight and not be reprimanded for it, that just shows you how successful the vaccine mandate has been. But no, well, I'm talking more about other stuff. I won't go into it, but yeah, you can read the news about it. More to do with Twitter and Facebook and YouTube, and yeah, anonymous free speech is being sort of curtailed. That's a bit more important in my opinion. Anyway, getting that up and running. Oh shit, it's 9 o'clock. All right, I gotta wrap it up. Yeah, thank you for watching. As I mentioned before, here's the before shot before I wrap it up. This is before, and you can see the difference. There's before at the start of the day, and here's the after. So we're getting there. We're getting there, and I'm pretty happy with that result. So plenty more to go with this one, but making good progress. All right. Thank you for watching, guys. We'll keep it light and fluffy for the next one in terms of content discussion. But yeah, until then, enjoy the week, and I'll see you on Friday.